um, just had a thought and I wanted to share it. One of my tenets always is that I'm perfect in my imperfections, just like all of us are. In my older age, and I don't want to be saying that as a cliche, I'm saying it because it is relevant because the older that I've become, I've noticed that the less elastic, the less elastic I am. Part of that reasoning is because of you start to see the truth of what actually happens in life versus what you are trained to believe or what you have been programmed to believe. And so what happens is that over a period of years, you fight what you're programmed to believe. You fight what you're programmed to believe. And because the reality of what is different than what you're programmed to believe. So over a period of years in your youth, you fight that because you believe that this is what's true, that this is what's real. And after a period of so long of fighting, your elasticity as far as beliefs starts to grow frail, like a rubber band that's been stretched to the limit. So in my older age, I don't know about other people, but for me personally, in my older age, I find that I have a lower tolerance for a lot of different things. One of the things that I want to mention, and maybe some of you may actually experience the same, is that we're younger, we're led to believe that, you know, you just keep trying and trying, and hopefully, things will pan out. And I want to show y'all something real quick because last night I was woken up at like quarter to 2 in the morning because helicopters um, were overhead. Now I just happened to be looking out the window and there's a helicopter now, but they literally in a somewhat quiet residential area were just going on and on for like 45 minutes straight. And so now I look up and lo and behold, there's one now. And I don't know if they're circling that area or what the deal is. But, there's been a lot of speculation as to what's going on regarding that. But like I said, in our younger age, we're trained that you don't give up. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. Now, the education that we've gotten through school systems, programs, socialization, for some of us have been socialized by ne'er do wells, but um, the socialization that we've received is incomplete because it's good to always to keep trying, and if you don't succeed, to try again. But there's also a such thing. Again, like I said, everything in moderation. Nothing is 100% complete and true and absolute. The other portion of that is you can't keep trying the same thing and hope to get different results. So you kind of got to go through life and kind of figure out what works best for you. Realize that there are no absolutes, even in the training that you've been given by your parents, by school systems, by elders, the government, whatever you want to call it. Nothing is ever absolute. And even in saying that, that is not absolute as well. Um, because I'm going to say this, like I said, we're always raised to be nice. Well, I was always raised to be nice, to be kind, and, you know, to be respectful. But I think, like, in my older age, what I'm realizing is that sometimes when you already know that, and I don't have privacy, so I'm just letting you know that I'm being as direct as possible, but I am aware that I do not have privacy. So, you know, take it for what it is, meaning that people can hear. It's not intentional, it's just I need to put this out. And as you can see, I'm standing close, so that means I'm trying to be as discreet as possible. Um, Meaning that if someone does hear, it's because they're really trying to hear. But I'm going to say this. Sometimes it comes to a point where you realize there's different types of intelligence, social intelligence. As you know, my spirit does not set well with other members that reside here. I feel a certain type of way as far as the respect level, and it was brought to my attention immediately by the way that they handled and interacted on things. But a part of me because of my training, just immediately, before I even think, wants to do the right thing. And I've done this before and made a mistake where I apologized for something that I did not do. And in hindsight, I was like, hey, that's not even possible for me to apologize for that. But thinking, hey, the way that I was raised, you err in the right way, meaning that if you make a mistake so that you are making this mistake against yourself, not someone else. The contention that I'm having right now, and that I'm having a little difficulty expressing, because it has really gotten on my nerves. I try to avoid that person like the old course, but it happened to be in the kitchen. The house is kind of dark, so there's a situation where I do have to use a certain facility that the other person uses, and me being part of it is everything kind of works out the way it's supposed to be for me. So part of it is my stuff in that particular facility is dwindling greatly. And part of it, I think, is a conscious effort, and part of it is subconscious because I know that I really don't want too much of a reason going there. Now, so like I said, I turned the light on. The person came. There was no escape. I couldn't like run past and get to where I was going. So I was kind of stuck, but I knew that I was going to leave as soon as possible. Now, the innate structure of who I am and who I was raised to be, you know, asked, do you need the light? You know what I'm saying? Because if not, I'm going to turn it off. But the part of me that realizes that all of that is just worthless. But that part is like the strong part, the part that's respectful, came first. So I asked how I'm going to handle that. I asked, which in essence is the right thing to do. It's the respectful thing to do. But part of me felt like it was just a waste. Like, just turn the light off and go. But I didn't want to seem disrespectful. But so I guess the purpose of this is just questioning myself. But to put it on the table, I did the right thing. In the future, I did the right thing next time. It'll just be made known that from that incident that it's respect. But if I leave, I'll just turn it off, and then if they want it on, they can turn it back on. Because my spirit right now is just it's vexed. Um, there's certain people, places, and things like I said that I just do not. My spirit does not agree with. I do not want to come in contact with, and I need to pray. I need to pray, and that's what it really is. Again, I think aging does have a little bit to do with it because, like I said, over a period of years, you start to realize that how the real world operates and what you're raised up with are two different things. You have to kind of go with your instinct and trust your instinct, and whatever wins over, let that win over. And so, in this instance, that went over. It vexed me a little bit because my spirit, like I said, really does not agree with this person at all. But I felt like I did the right thing in that situation. But going forward, you know, just in and out, So hopefully, like I said, my stuff is dwindling pretty fast, and that's in that facility. So hopefully, it won't be too much longer that I would even have to use it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go get rid of some more stuff right now. Um, and hopefully, like I said, I believe that everything happens for the good. And I believe that my life is divine and that it's led a certain way. I just need to pray, whether it's fervently praying or just blatantly just being acknowledging that there's a higher source that kind of divinates, my path. But I don't know. I don't know. I just need to pray. So let me know about your experiences. If you understand where I'm coming from, even though I'm not being expressly direct in everything that I'm saying, but I hope you can sense what I'm feeling. And just let me know. My time is up, so I'm going to go.